Bonjour everyone and welcome to this class. Let's start my favorite way, sitting cross-legged, maybe on a block. Just find a comfortable seat for the next few minutes. Spine straight, crown of the head reaching upwards, shoulders relaxed, hands resting on your knees, palms facing up. And then take a big inhale through the nose and a big sigh out. Two more times, inhale, fill up the lungs. And one last time. Now let your belly hang out. Settle into that pose. Settle into your mat. The only thing you have to do right now is just breathe in and breathe out through the nose. Just feeling the sensations on every inhale, how it affects your body. And the same thing for the exhale. Keep a natural breath. Not forcing anything, just letting it flow. Making sure you're not holding on to any part of your body. Whether it's around the face, shoulders, hips, legs, or even toes. And I'm going to read you a little quote just to set up the intention for the class. Today we are focusing on gratitude. As you breathe, savor the openness in your chest and lungs. On your inhale, think about each and every single thing that brings gratitude into your life. Exhale anything that doesn't serve you and smile to yourself for the things that do. So what are you grateful for this morning, this afternoon, this evening? Maybe one particular event or person. It could be even a dish or particular drink. As for every morning, I'm grateful for coffee. It literally fills me up with joy. But that's just one example out of a million. The important in the practice of gratitude is to just shift your mindset, your emotions, focusing on the positive things in life and putting the negative in the background. So this hour, today or this week, keep that practice of gratitude going on. Always looking at things that make you happy, usually things you can control. And letting go of the things that you cannot. And then start to bring your awareness back to your body. Remembering where you are, where you stand, how you feel. If there's any stiffness in your body, deepen your breath if you need to. And then gently open your eyes. Gently reset anything that you need to, like I just did. And then we're bringing the right hand down on the mat. Inhale, left hand up. Exhale, bending over towards that right side, opening the shoulders. Reaching through the right side. And today we're going to focus a lot on chest opening, welcoming the gratitude in. I've just become full hippie. And then gently go to the other side, left hand on the mat, inhale, right hand up, exhale, bending over towards the left side this time, shoulders or shoulder on the left side, still opening, and then bend the elbows as much as you need to, as long as you're keeping both sit bones on the mat. And slowly come back to neutral pose. This time we're going to go backwards. So bringing your hands behind your back, find a comfortable angle, and then we're going to try to bring our shoulder blades together in our back, really open the shoulders, and then if you want, if it is comfortable, let go of your head, feel the stretch through the bottom of the neck. It's really hard to talk at the same time. Keep those shoulder blades as close as possible to each other, and then gently letting it go, bringing your head back to a neutral pose. Let's remove the block from under our glutes if we're using them. And let's make our way straight into a Sphinx. So chest flat on the mat, bringing elbows right under the shoulders, forearms parallel to each other. You can relax the legs, bring them as close to themselves as you want, close to each other as you want, or a little further, maybe hip distance. And then using the strength in your forearms, lifting the upper body up, finding a gentle back bend, relaxing the shoulders here, looking to the front. And you can engage the muscles in the back as much as you want. If you want to go deeper, you can engage them more. And if you want to go even deeper, you can transition to a seal pose, keeping your hands maybe where they are a little further, and then extending the arms. How much you engage the glutes is as you want. Maybe you find that option safer. Or maybe you're good with the glutes gently relaxed. Maybe look to the right, to the left. And then come back to your chest on the floor, releasing hands maybe into cactus arms, swaying your lips from left to right. And we're gonna go for a shoulder stretch right now. Extending, let's start with the right arm. So extending the right arm to the right side, and then using your core, your hips, we're gonna pivot our hips so that the left hip is on top of the right. You can use your legs as much as you want, bend them, keep them straight. We're aiming for that shoulder stretch. So if you feel the stretch, great. If not, gently adjust how you are. Maybe you want to reach further to the back with those legs. Introducing back bends. And then come back to neutral. Guess what? Other side. Left arm stretched towards the left side. And then we're going to rotate our hips so that the right hip is on top of the left. Maybe you can bend your knee and use that right foot. Whatever works for you. Just feel that stretch in the shoulder. And then back to neutral. Chest on the mat flat. And let's go for locust pose. So this time, reaching both hands to the back, palms of the hands facing down or up, as you want. And then we're going to engage the muscles in the back and the core to lift our upper body up, and then follow with the legs. Try to come as far up as you can, engaging the glutes, the quads, thighs. Just a few more breaths here. And then come back down on the mat, looking to the right, swaying your hips from left to right. And then going one more time. Lifting with your core and your back muscles, your upper body, following the hands and the legs. Legs hip distance apart or together, whatever makes you happy, or less miserable, you know, potato, potato. Keep that core strong, shoulder blades kind of aiming at touching each other. One more full breath here. And then coming down to the mat, right side of the face, resting on that mat, swaying your hips from left to right. And then quickly transition into a child's pose, knees wide, hips onto the glutes, reaching forwards with the hands, resting your neck, forehead, not your neck, your forehead onto the mat. And then make your way into down dog. Feet hip distance apart, bending the knees, sending the hips high, flattening your back, reaching with your chest to your knees, navel to spine, and then bending one leg, straightening the other, walking out your dog, taking your time here. Feeling the stretch through the back of the legs. And then make your way into a high plank, optional knees on the mat. And send the elbows to the back, have them 90 degrees, and then inhale into an up dog or cobra. Looking up, engaging the glutes, exhaling, downward facing dog. Big inhale through the nose, big sigh out. And back into that high plank. Sending the elbows to the back, inhaling into an up dog, looking up. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Big inhale. Big sigh out. One more time. High plank. Let's introduce some push-ups here. Haven't done that in a long time. Slightly hinging forward, sending the elbows to the back. And when the 90 degrees, we're coming back up into a high plank 2 more times. Coming down and coming back up. Whatever you do them, worst case scenario, you do them on your knees. And you come back up. And now let's go through that chaturanga, coming down to low plank. Inhaling into an up dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Bend your knees, look forward. Step the right foot in between your hands, followed by the left. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. And then gently rise up, hands up to the ceiling. Down to your heart. Top of the mat, let's go for a few sun salutations. Inhaling, sweeping the arms up. Exhaling, hinging at the hips, folding forwards. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands to the mat. We're stepping back into a high plank. Long time no see, coming down to low plank. Inhale is up dog, look up. Exhale, downward facing dog. One breath here. And then bend your knees, look forward, step or jump to the front of the mat, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. And then rising up, hands up to the ceiling, coming straight back down, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands to the mat, stepping back into that high plank, going through your chaturanga, coming down to low plank. Inhale, we're looking up. Exhale, we're sending the hips high. Let's take 5 breaths in that down dog. Making sure you come back to your breath. Steady inhale and exhale through the nose. It's going to help regulate your breath, coming back to a normal flow, normal rhythm. Keep sending the hips high, really pushing the ground away with the hands, relaxing the shoulders, as always, and then straightening the legs if that's available to you. Maybe it's not. Matters how it feels and not how it looks. And then from here, inhale, right leg up. Exhale, bending that knee, opening the right hip, creating circles with that right knee, with the right ankle, keeping your 3-legged dog alive in the right position. And then stepping that right foot in between your hands, warrior 2. Hands in one straight line, that right knee above the right ankle, engaging the inner thighs, and then going as wide as you want. Really trying to open the hips, keeping the shoulders relaxed, looking forwards. 3 more breaths here. Sorry, I'm turning my back on you. Very not polite. Keep those legs strong. And then we're going to transition into a half moon. You know the drill, looking probably a foot in front of you, stepping off that back foot, bringing the left hip on top of the right leg straight, left leg straight. And then reaching either to a block or your hand to the mat into that half moon pose. Keeping it there. A few more breaths. Reaching through the ball of the foot in that left leg. Try not to fall, and if you fall down, come back on that half moon pose. As my lovely mentor would say, stay in the fucking pose. And then bringing the left hand down on the mat, keeping that right leg straight, left leg up, and using core and the lever in our legs, transitioning straight into our knee in front of us. Woo! It's getting spicy in here. Try to keep your balance, hands to the hips. Inhale, reaching that left knee up. Exhaling, extending that left leg. 2 more times. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, extending that left leg. One more time, you got this. Keeping the right leg strong. Extending that left leg. And then bringing the left knee up. Open over to the left side, tree pose. You can bring your hands to your heart. On an inhale, growing that tree, shoulders still relaxed. And if you will, close your eyes. Find that drishti, that point in front of you that doesn't move. That's going to be a tremendous help in your balancing poses. And then bringing your hands to your heart. Eagle arms, which means the right arm is going to come under the left, which means the left leg is going to come on top of the right. Eagle pose, sinking your hips lower, interlacing your legs as much as you can, keeping that back flat, and then folding forwards, knee to the elbow or elbow to the knee. Feel that awesome stretch in the lower back, and then we're coming back up. Try to keep that right foot only on the mat. Transition into an eagle pose, bending the left knee close to the right at this moment, and then lift the right hand up, grab the inside of that left foot with your left hand, and then kick that left knee up into a dancer's pose, keeping the right leg straight. Try not to open the hips too much. If you're imagining a pissing dog, well, try not to do that. I'm sorry for the weird image. And if you fall down, it's okay. Let's get back up on that dancers. Just a few more breaths. I'm falling down. Let's all come down then. Give your legs a shake. They've been working really hard. And then top of the mat, inhale, lift your hands up. Exhale, fold forward from the hips. Inhale into a halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, stepping back into a high plank, lowering to low plank. Inhale is up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk out that dog if you need. Otherwise, find a static down dog. Navel to spine, setting the hips up, feeling the stretch through the back of the leg. And then inhale, left leg up. Exhale, bend that left knee, open the left hip, stacking that hip on top of the right. Try to reach with that left knee as far back as you can, feeling the stretch alongside the left side of the body. And then step it in between your hands, warrior two. This time on the left side, facing you this time, much better. Sink into your warrior two. Deepening the stance or widening the stance if you need. Looking to the front. Shoulders above the hips. And then it's trying to find that balance between opening the hips and that knee not coming too much to the inside. That's not good for your knee. So let's try to keep that knee along one line. And from here, you know where we're going, half moon pose, springing up that back foot, aiming for a foot in front of your foot. Left leg straight, right leg engaged, reaching through the ball of the foot. Right hand up in the air. You can use a block here if you need. The most important is not that angle, it's that both legs are working. If your hip, that right hip is on top of the left and your two legs are straight, you're pretty much doing what you should be doing. So smile, look up, look down. Be grateful for that body that's making all of this very much possible. And then one more breath here, transitioning into that tree pose. Reaching the right knee up, staying on that left leg, and then extending that right knee or right leg in front of you. Inhale, right knee up, exhale, right knee or right leg straight, inhale, right knee up, exhale, straighten that leg one more time, coming back up, opening into that tree pose. This time on the right side, make sure your foot is always under or above the knee, not underneath. That would be unnecessary pressure on that knee. Hands to your heart to start with, find that drishti. And then inhaling, growing that tree, relaxing the shoulders, as always. Maybe closing your eyes. Wilson is very attentive to what I'm doing. Better not mess it up. And then let's go into that eagle transition. This time the right hand is under the left, which means the right leg is above the left. Keep that flat back, coming down, down, down. And if you like, elbow to the knee, feeling an awesome stretch in the lower back. Probably one of my favorites. And then gently coming up, that right leg is still up. And then transitioning to that dancer's pose, grabbing the inside of that right foot with the right arm, left hand up to the ceiling. And then kick that right knee up. Again, not opening the hips. Imagine if your legs were scissors, then you want that anchor part to not be all destroyed. Staying in that dancer's pose. Kicking that right knee a little bit more up, opening that right shoulder. We got a few more breaths here, keeping left leg strong. And then gently come back to a neutral pose. Ooh la la. Giving your legs a shake. Let me assess the time. Let's do dancer's pose one more time on each side. This time with a little difficulty. Shout out to Richard Kapmer of Try Yoga for teaching me this. We're going to do dancer's pose, but instead of doing it like we just did it, grabbing the inside of the foot, we're going to use a block. If you've done my class before, we've done that. You know how hard it is. The point is just to make sure that you're really engaging the muscle in the hamstrings and not just relying on your hand, grabbing that foot and just chilling here. It's not the aim of the pose. So grabbing that block, let's start with the other leg, meaning let's bend the left knee. Let's try with the left knee first. Bending the left knee, putting that block on top of the sole of the foot, and then reaching the right hand up, kicking the left knee upwards, keeping the right leg straight, and we're just holding on to that block gently. And now you see how much you need to use your arm strength. Kick that left knee up a little bit more, still opening the shoulders, still back bending, still reaching up. You got this. Few more seconds. And gently come down. Ooh, that was intense. Give your legs a shake. And then let's do the other side. Bending the right knee, placing that block, the right sole of the foot. Left hand up, left leg strong. Kick that right knee up. Dancer's pose, let's go. Still kicking the right knee up, engaging the muscles in the back. Reaching with the left hand. You got this, stay in the pose. A little bit more. You got this, keep breathing. Keep reaching the left hand up, keep kicking the right knee up. And Gently coming down. Ooh la la. Let's go to the top of the mat, feet together. Inhaling, sweeping the arms up. Exhaling, folding forwards. Let's do a ragdoll here. Bring your feet hip distance apart, grabbing the elbows, swaying from side to side. And then inhale, interlace your fingers behind your back and reach up. You can bend the legs, you can keep them straight as you want. And then gently bring your hands back down to the mat, heel to the feet together. Straighten the legs, halfway, flat back. Exhale, hands to the mat, stepping back into a high plank. Lowering to low plank. Inhale is up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bring your knees as wide as the mat. Big toes touching each other. And then sink your glutes onto your heels. Child's pose. Whatever variation you like, maybe hands to the front or to the back. Something more active on your fingertips, or something quite passive. Come back to your breath as usual. And then take your time to come up and transition to your butt, sitting down on the mat. And we're gonna go for a pose that I've never taught. So please bear with me. But what we're gonna do, let me come to a comfortable position. Laying down on the mat, we are going to reach the left leg up, left foot pointing to the ceiling, and then let that left foot come down to the right, bend the knees if you need to, and then we're going to move that right hip further to the back so that the left hip is slightly in front of the right and the right leg is a little bit further to the back. That locks the hips into the right place. How much you bend that left leg is up to you. You're going to use that as a weight to go deeper in the stretch. I'm going to have it slightly bent so it's a little bit more comfortable. Right hand under my neck in that let's chill pose. If this is enough, you can stay here. It's a perfectly valid pose. It's called the cattail pose. And if you want to go deeper, you can bend the right leg, grabbing the ankle or the foot with your left hand and letting go your neck towards the back. And here much more of a back bend and a complete, or well, not complete, but very intense twist. And then we're staying here for a few breaths. Really letting go of everything. And if you want to make it a little bit more intense on that right thigh, just bring that right foot, right heel onto your glutes, onto your buttocks, and you should feel deeper in the right thigh. You could also play with bringing that right thigh or right knee further to the back. And then just the way you came in, we're coming out of that pose, letting go of that right ankle, and then transitioning to just lying down on the mat. Let's take a few breaths here, tilting that tailbone in, keeping your lower spine, that lumbar spine onto the mat. And then we're going to do the other side, which means we're going to reach the right leg up straight, sole of the foot pointing upwards, and then bring that right foot towards the left side, over the left leg, and then you know that locking the hips, so bringing this time the left hip further to the back with that left leg, that locks in the hips into the let's chill pose. How much you extend your leg again to the front or slightly bending the knees, it's however it's comfortable for you. Just know that reaching a little bit more is going to put more weight over there and deepen the stretch and the stress. And if you want, bending that left foot, grabbing it with your right arm, and then letting that right shoulder come down to the mat. Deep back bend. Still opening the shoulder, and then left foot closer to your left glute, if you can, if you want. Full twist, back bend, shoulder opener. This pose is a gem. I'm grateful for that pose today. And then making your way back to neutrally coming down on the mat, flat back on that mat. And then bring the sole of the feet high up in the air, grabbing the outside of those feet, and then bringing knees wide into your chest or maybe to the outside of your armpits, and sway from left to right. You could even rock up and down a little bit if you'd like to. Massaging the spine. And then letting both legs go. One last tug of the pelvis to keep the back flat on the mat. Hands far away from your body. And remember the quote at the beginning of the class. As you breathe, savor the openness in your chest and lungs. On your inhale, think about each and every single thing that brings gratitude into your life. Exhale anything that doesn't serve you, and smile to yourself for the things that do. Making our way in Shavasana, letting go anything that doesn't serve us. Slowly bring the awareness back to your body. Deepening your breath. And then introducing movement into your fingers, your toes, Reaching both hands over your head, have a full body stretch. And the knees into the chest, swaying from left to right, and then coming towards the right side. Taking your time there. And when you're ready, make your way up, just the way we started. Cross-legged. And close your eyes, bring your hands to your heart. And I want to finish this practice by another quote. If you can learn how to be happy right here, right now, in the middle of whatever mess you find yourself deep in, then you'll carry that happiness to the highest peaks of your life. But if you can't find gratitude and happiness in your heart now, it's unlikely that soaring achievements will bring it to you. The external world is only an amplifier for the inner world. You can't control the outer world, but you can learn to mold your thoughts and thereby change the vibration of your inner world. I hope this will resonate as much to you as it did to me. Remember what you were grateful for today. I'm immensely grateful for you being here, following me. Namaste. Thank you so much, people. Just one last thing, I want to give a shout out to Herbie and his flatmates for lending me his flat throughout this COVID pandemic to allow me to film all these flows. So extremely grateful for you, Herbie, and your flatmates. Pizza on me soon. Bye bye, guys.